Hey, it's me, MLB, here as you had me at Hey, chapter 27, and this one is titled Hero 2. Finally, it was Wednesday, and you forged a sick note that you would then hand to the teacher at the end of the day when you handed in your final music piece on the USB. Bye, Mum! Bye, Dad! You called as you left the house in your school uniform. You had a spare set of clothes in your bag that you would change into once you got to UA, so that you didn't look like you were skipping school. You walked towards UA, excited and nervous for Jirou, who would be front and centre for today. I wonder how she's feeling, you thought as you walked along. You pulled your phone out of your pocket. Hey babe, I'm on my way, you texted, putting a smiley face and a love heart at the end just for added touch. Yay, she sent back. See you soon. You smiled and put your phone away. Once you got to UA, Jirou let you in, and you followed her to her room to get changed. Is everyone ready for the song and dance today? You asked her as you stripped off. Yeah, just waiting on Midoriya to come back, because he went to buy some new rope this morning. They'd frayed the other one, she said from where she was lounging back on the bed. You guys must have been practicing heaps then, you commented as you slipped your top and jeans on. Yeah, she replied. I just hope people enjoy it, that's all. They will, you said emphatically, or I'll kick their asses. She giggled and stretched her arms up, and then tucked them in behind her head. What a whirlwind few months, hey? She said with a sigh. Got myself an awesome girlfriend, and I'm singing as the lead singer of my school band. You're the awesome one, you said in a loving voice as you walked over and leaned over her on the bed and planted your lips on hers. I can't wait to see the crowd go wild, you said once you'd pulled back. As the morning drew on, you helped set things up for the first round of the song. It had been planned that the performance would happen 3 times that day, once in the morning, once early afternoon, and then once at the closing of the festival. Are we all set now? You asked as you wiped your brow after setting up the last of the barriers. Mm-hmm, she replied with a head nod. Now we're just waiting on Midoriya. You looked at your watch. Geez, he's cutting it fine, isn't he? It was now 15 minutes out from the first performance. Yeah, Jirou replied, looking towards the auditorium door. I hope he's okay. Everything was set, and everyone took their places, the dancers practicing parts of their moves while they waited. Is Midoriya here yet? You whispered to Jirou before intending to hop off the stage and stand on the floor area. I haven't seen him, she replied. He's got 2 minutes. Just then, Ayama and Midoriya burst through the door, with Midoriya holding a new rope. Here I am, I'm so sorry, he said hurriedly as he raced over and tied the rope in place, ready for it to be used, and then ran over to the dancers. As he got into position, the doors of the auditorium opened, and the school members started to flood in. Oh dang, there's a lot of people, you thought as you moved around to avoid being bumped. As the last of the audience filed in, the lights were turned off and a hush fell over the crowd. You were near the front of the stage where a mosh pit would be, keen to watch your girlfriend perform in all her glory. Suddenly you heard Bakugo's voice from the drum set. We're going to kill all of UA with our sound, he hollered. Then a massive explosion erupted as he smashed out the drum intro, and the colourful stage lights flicked on, revealing the cast of Class 1A on stage, all ready to give the performance of a lifetime. Thank you for coming out! Jirou screamed into the mic, and then the music started and the song began. The crowd was stunned into silence at the suddenness of it all, and you looked around to see people's mouths hanging open as they took it all in. The dancers did an amazing job, and you belted out the chorus lyrics along with Jirou because you'd heard the song that many times you could sing it in your sleep. As the song progressed and special effects were displayed, more and more of the audience got involved, dancing along or singing the chorus. You watched as you used her tongue to suspend Jiraiya, and the bubbly brunette swung around above the students and touched some of them with her quirk, sending people floating everywhere. It was madness, but it was an awesome madness. Kirishima did a great job too. He didn't cause a hailstorm, but managed to make just enough ice flakes to make it look like it was snowing. Then, as quickly as it began, it finished, and a wail of disappointment went through the crowd before everyone erupted in clapping and cheering. You looked up on stage to Jirou, who was panting ferociously, sweat beading on her skin, and you almost teared up with pride at how far she had come and how quickly she had managed to pull this amazing song together. After the crowd had left, you raced up on stage and grabbed Jirou in a hug, spinning her around and kissing her face all over. You were amazing! You gushed proudly as you continued to bounce around with her in arms. Yin, she wailed with a giggle. Stop, I'm all sweaty and you're embarrassing me, she said with a blush. I don't care, I'm so proud of you, he said brightly as you put her down. I have a break now, she said as she wiped her face of the sweat. Want to go have a look around? Hell yeah, he said enthusiastically. I'm starving, let's get food. She nodded and put her guitar down. Hey, good work, guys. That was amazing, you called to the rest of the band members. Kaminari, you didn't forget your chords, you praised. See, I was built to rock the guitar, he said proudly. You've just jinxed yourself, Tokoyami said with a sad headshake. Frickin' told you I'd be amazing, Bakugo grunted. I thought it was a group performance, Bakugo, but go off, I guess. You thought as Bakugo walked off stage, hands in pockets, obviously heading for his spiky-haired boyfriend to give him a rough-sounding compliment. Okay, let's go, Jirou said as she grabbed your hand and pulled you along behind her, heading towards the classroom that she knew was running a cosplay cafe. Oh my god, I get to be served by Levi Ackerman! You gasped when you saw one of the class members in the brigade uniform, sporting the perfect wig as well. Yeah, there's a few different anime characters serving today, Jirou said with a smile. You lined up and eventually were led into the cafe and took a seat. As you were looking over the menu, a foot slammed down on the side of your chair, and the person cosplaying as Captain Levi leaned down and stared you in the eye. What do you want to eat, brat? He said in a blunt voice. Oh my god, you squealed. Black tea please, and this one. You pointed to something that you wanted on the menu. He smirked and wrote it down. Nice choice, he grunted. You looked across at Jirou and pulled the silent scream face as he quietly fangirled. Don't soil the table, the cosplay Levi snapped as you went to put your arms on the table. Filthy people, he grumbled, then turned to Jirou to take her order. Captain Levi, I'll deal with this one, a voice said from behind Jirou, and you looked up to see who it was. Kirito from Sword Art Online? You gasped. Who wouldn't want to be served by Levi Ackerman? Stay tuned for the next chapter coming tomorrow. I'll see you then.